my friend. In the last video, Shankar, known as Auto Shankar, began life in a Chennai slum. Despite dreams of a lavish lifestyle, poverty led him to manual rickshaw driving. The 1970s saw him enter the illicit liquor trade, bringing short-lived prosperity but inviting threats. Then he discovered the lucrative world of prostitution, becoming a mediator. Expanding his influence, Shankar turned to force, kidnapping women for his network. With wealth, he revived his illegal liquor business. Earning a notorious reputation, he connected with famous personalities, capturing compromising material for blackmail. Shankar's riches overflowed, leading to a life of excess. This video awaits revealing of the shocking transformation from a wealthy man to a brutal serial killer who was sentenced to death. Amidst his ascent into the criminal underworld, Shankar took on the role of a gangster, establishing his own criminal syndicate alongside his brother Mohan, friend Sudalai, Ravi, and a few others. In a landscape teeming with rival gangs, Shankar secured his place among them, wielding influence and authority. Sudalai and his associates, under Shankar's command, played a significant role in procuring women for his flourishing prostitution business. During a visit to a cabaret club, Shankar's attention was captivated by a dancer named Lalitha. Enthralled by her beauty, he became a frequent visitor, showering her with generous sums of money. This infatuation eventually led to marriage, marking Lalitha as Shankar's fourth wife, each existing in separate spheres of his complex life. As time progressed, Shankar solidified his reputation as a well-known gangster, navigating the intricate web of criminal enterprises in the city. Parallelly, another gang emerged, consisting of 3 members named Sambath, Mohan, and Govind Raj. Sambath approached Shankar seeking the services of women, but after the encounter, he refused to pay the agreed amount. Unfazed by this monetary dispute, Shankar, armed with substantial wealth and multiple income streams, dismissed the issue, showcasing the financial prowess he had acquired through his various illicit activities. The dynamics of power, money, and alliances in Shankar's life continued to shape the intricate tapestry of his criminal empire. As time passed, Sambath began seeking money from Shankar to sustain his business. However, Shankar, unwilling to provide financial support, faced disturbances in his business from Sambath. The tension escalated into heated arguments and prolonged clashes, creating a tense atmosphere that persisted for days. In an attempt to find a resolution, Shankar invited Sambath to his house for a drink party, hoping to compromise and put an end to the ongoing conflict. Sambath, along with his gang, accepted the invitation. Shankar went all out to make peace, arranging a lavish feast and serving drinks generously. As the night progressed, Sambath became heavily intoxicated and lost control. Seizing this moment, Shankar's gang, who had been waiting, entered the house and launched an attack on Sambath and his companions. In the ensuing chaos, all 3 members of Sambath's gang met their demise. In response, Shankar and his associates decided to dispose of the bodies discreetly. They not only burned Sambath's body, but also opted to bury the other 2 within the confines of Shankar's residence. In the end, Shankar successfully carried out this grim task, ensuring the elimination of the bodies and maintaining secrecy. A few days later, Sambath's wife, Vijaya, grew increasingly distressed as her husband remained missing. Unable to locate him and deeply worried, she decided to seek help from the police. Vijaya filed a complaint, recounting that on the day Sambath left their home, he had mentioned meeting Shankar along with his friends. This raised suspicions in her mind, and she conveyed her concerns to the police. The police, seemingly influenced by their existing connection with Shankar, didn't pursue this lead with much vigor. When they questioned Shankar about Sambath, he calmly denied any knowledge of his whereabouts, showing no signs of panic. The investigation took a different turn as the police, perhaps swayed by their association with Shankar, decided to explore other possibilities. Over time, the pace of the investigation slowed, and Sambath remained elusive, Shankar, appearing as a free man, continued with his business and even engaged in charitable activities, such as establishing free schools for underprivileged children. These actions served to deflect suspicion, and he carried on seemingly undisturbed. Despite this facade, Vijaya remained unconvinced and, driven by her persistent worry, took matters into her own hands. In an effort to bring attention to her husband's disappearance, Vijaya wrote a letter to the governor detailing the situation. She also reached out to the press, sharing the story of her husband's mysterious disappearance and expressing her doubts about Shankar's involvement. In doing so, she hoped to bring the matter to the forefront and compel a more thorough investigation into the whereabouts of Sambath. Following the governor's directive, the police intensified their search for Sambath, especially since the news of his disappearance had gained widespread attention. Vijaya's insistence on Shankar's involvement prompted the police to keep a close watch on him. This time, their focus shifted to Shankar's gang members, who were surrounded and subjected to thorough inquiries. Most of the gang members remained tight-lipped, denying any knowledge of Sambath's fate. However, a man named Babu broke the silence and confessed to the police. In a startling revelation, he disclosed that Shankar and the gang were involved in the killing of Sambath, providing detailed information about all three murders. Babu revealed that Sambath's body had been burned and disposed of in the sea, while the other two victims were buried within Shankar's house. Acting on Babu's confession, the police arrived at Shankar's residence and began digging at the specified location. To their grim discovery, two decomposed bodies were unearthed, confirming the accuracy of Babu's account. As the investigation continued, the police noticed a peculiar spot on the floor in another part of Shankar's house. This particular area seemed distinct, showing signs of recent alteration compared to the rest of the floor, indicating potential hidden evidence or clues that demanded further scrutiny. The police proceeded to dig at the peculiar spot on the floor, and to their astonishment, they uncovered a protruding finger. Initially assuming it to be Sambath's body, they continued digging, only to reveal the full body of a naked woman. The discovery sent shockwaves through the police team, realizing that the three murders they were investigating were not the sole crimes committed by Shankar. In a collective moment of disbelief, the police turned their gaze towards Shankar, who stood in the corner of the room. Dive into suspense with our crime videos every other day. Subscribe now for your regular dose of mysteries. Hit that button and let's travel through mysteries together.